Hi guys, this is Ratchet and we are playing Criminal Case, City of Romance, Case 16, early checkout. Let's unlock chapter 3 and Carrie and Cody are having a fight. I can't believe you did this to me! Carrie, what? And I can't believe how unreasonable you're being! Cody, Carrie, what on earth is going on? What's going on is that my brother conveniently forgot to tell me about his money issues. Why would you hide that from me? Because I didn't want you to worry. Cody, I've been worrying about you ever since you disappeared all those years ago. And now that I finally had a chance to help you, you chose to leave me in the dark. Oh, Carrie, when you put it that way. I'm sorry for putting you through so much. And I'm sorry I didn't come to you when I had financial problems. I promise it won't happen again. That's okay, Cody. Just know that I'll always be here for you. And I'll always be here for my two favorite Americans. Now, I'd like for us all to go have a drink together, but Katarina and I have Macarons and Skiller to catch. Please excuse us while we make another sweep of the gardens outside the hotel. Okay, glad you solved this out yourself. Pigeon, rats. Ha, pigeons and rats. Name of his gang. Yeah, the dead pigeon is the one those dogs shut down. Weird place to put a camera on, right behind a bench. Binoculars? Oh, was somebody looking out to someone? Maybe Macaron? And a faded card. These binoculars were directed straight to Macaron's hotel suite, Katerina. Oh, I was right. I see some green powder on them. Perhaps it will reveal who'd been spying on our victim. This card's design looks familiar, but I can't figure out from where. What's the color of the blue or the writing? And it's true that security camera footage is always useful. We better unlock the device and fast. Yeah. Okay, let's unlock the camera. I can't wait to see what interesting insights Emil discovers from the security camera footage. Okay. Alright, now let's collect the stain from the binoculars. Ale, Katarina, we need to examine that green powder from the binoculars under the microscope right away. Okay. Alright, now the faded card. Eleonora and Cody are getting married. Come celebrate with us, Anton and Macaron. Wait, you invited him to the wedding? Ah, I knew I recognized this card design because it's an invitation to Cody and Eleanor's wedding. We all got one. But wait, this invitation is for Antoine Macaron? I thought the happy couple hated Macaron. So why on earth would they invite him to their wedding? We need to question Cody about this, I agree. Yeah. Alright, let's analyze the green powder now. Oh, it's not that one. Formaldehyde powder. What? Katrina, the green powder from the binoculars is formaldehyde. Formaldehyde is a substance coroners use on a daily basis. Oh, so Nadia was looking out for Macaron, which means those binoculars pointing into Macaron's room must belong to Nadia. If their relationship was over years ago, what was Nadia doing spying on him? We have no choice but to ask her. Yeah. Alright, first let's go to Cody. Damn it, why isn't she answering? Cody, is everything alright? Yes, it's just that I haven't been able to get in touch with Eleonora all day. I really hope she's okay, seeing her father just died and all. If anyone can take care of herself, it's Eleonora. But do let us know if you need our help tracking her down. Speaking of Eleonora's father, we thought you both despised the man. So why would you invite him to your wedding? Because he was the only family she had. Eleonora told me she didn't want anything to do with her dad, but I could see that she was sad that he wasn't going to walk her down the aisle. So when I realized that Macaron was staying in the same hotel that I was working in, I went to his room to give him the invite. And did he accept? Of course not! The jerk said over my dead body and then pointed his gun at me. I ran away as fast as I could. Katerina, I was as naive as the protagonist in Evelyn in Paris to think that Macaron had a single kind bone in his body. Eleonora deserves better. Oh, it could be you, Cody. Hope you're not. Alright, let's go to Nadia now. Nadia, we found your binoculars pointing directly into Macaron's room. I truly hope you have a good reason for spying on him. My reason is I'm sick of men like him not getting the justice they deserve simply by using their wealth and connections to beat the system. And I love my job as a coroner, but sometimes I feel as useless as that silly girl from Evelyn in Paris. Especially when I see you all out and about investigating while I'm cooped up in my lab. So today I decided to take things into my own hands and do some slotting of my own. And did you see anything of use? No, else I'd have told you. All I saw was Macaron entering his suite and then promptly closing the curtains. I didn't witness his murder. Alright Nadia, from now on I'd appreciate it if you limit your adventures to your sex parties. Oh, stuck with me Nadia, thank God. Is there some interesting footage on this camera? Hey Katarina, it looks like your favorite gangster had a stalker. Oh. A stalker? Okay, I may be exaggerating, but he definitely looked like he was being followed to his hotel, and by one of your suspects, no less. You see, the camera footage from the Palais Royal Gardens shows Macaron entering the hotel. Then, seconds later, we see Roland and Nancy following him inside. Oh. We know that Nancy interviewed Macaron at the sushi restaurant, so why would he follow him back to the hotel? We need another word with the radio host, Katarina. Yeah, why were you following him, buddy? You got some explaining to do. Such, Katrina, I'm late for my interview with that actress from Emily in Paris, so you better make this quick. We'll take as long as we need. Now, explain why you were following Antoine Macaron to his hotel today. Looks like you were the only people in France who didn't listen to my interview with Macaron, because if you had, you'd know how badly he insulted me. He said I was a man with less substance than a fig, and it was no surprise that I couldn't hold on to my fluzzy of an ex-wife. The interview went out live and my children were listening. It was the last thing I needed after that horrible article in like gossip about my marital woes. Okay, but this still doesn't explain why you were essentially stalking Macaron. Well, after Macaron left, I was still fumming, so I decided to follow him into the royal cloud to give him a piece of my mind. But the bloody hotel lackeys won't allow me further than the reception desk, so I went and let off steam in my oil painting class instead. I hope for your sake that you didn't actually let off steam by killing the mob boss, Nancy. Oh, it could be him. Katrina, it's clear now that Antoine Macaron was severely lacking in compassion. Not only did he mock Roland and Nancy on live radio about his failed marriage, but he refused to even consider Codice's invitation to his own daughter's wedding. As for Nadia, she hated him enough to try and spy on him, but unfortunately didn't see anything that could help us find his murderer. Which means, Katerina, that it's down to us to figure out who killed Macaron. Time to take one final look around his hotel room. Allez hop. Okay. Well, let me check out the suspects. I did notice something on them. I see that some of them are wearing skin clothes, leather jackets. Okay, so Roland wears it, Emily wears it, nothing for Sammy. Cody doesn't wear it, so that's the thing that he's not going to be the killer. And Nadia wears it, but she's not so suspicious. Okay, so if I'm right, then it's either going to be Roland or Emily. But I also noticed something else. Some of them are wearing watches. They're showing off their watches, so I think that's also going to be the piece of the accuser's profile. So if I'm right, then Roland is going to be the killer. Okay, we'll see if I was right or not. Let's go to the hotel room. Oil paint box, must be from the killer. You have a jacuzzi here, Macaron. You found a box of oil paints, just like the ones our killer likes to use. Perhaps getting a sample of those black fibers on the box will give us a lead. And if you think there might be something hiding in this bag of hotel toiletries, we'd better rummage through them. Katrina, we've always got the gangster killer. I just know it. Okay. Alright, let's collect something from the paint box. Whoa, another guess. We need to dispatch these black fibers of the killer's oil paint straight to Enzo, Katarina. Okay. Now let's look through the toiletry bag. Ooh, plastic bag. I think we found a murder weapon. You found this plastic bag stuffed in among the hotel toiletries, Katerina. Nadia told us Macaron was suffocated using a plastic bag. Could we be looking at our murder weapon? There's only one way to find out, and that's to send the bag to Enzo to the suit. Okay. What are these black fibers? Katerina, you know that I tried to be vegan once? I forgot that you mentioned it. And actually, I had no problem living without dairy, eggs, even cheese. But the one thing I couldn't give up was my leather jacket. And so, as interesting as your anecdote is, we have a killer to catch. So why don't you tell us about the black fibers on their oil paint box instead? But that's just it, Katerina. Those fibers are strands of leather, and there are traces of fig mixed in with them, so they must have come from your killer. Which means your murderer loves wearing leather as much as I do. Well, Katerina, our murderer's face will be as glittery as their clothes by the time they complete their jail sentence. Okay. Katerina, the plastic bag you found in the hotel toiletry bag. It's definitely a murder weapon. There was Macaron's saliva all over it. Yes. Excellent. And was the bag revelatory in any other way? It was indeed. I noticed traces of watch cleaning fluid by the bag's opening. The very area that the killer would have had to hold to suffocate your victim. The evidence is clear, Katerina. Your killer has a watch. Yeah, I was right about leather and about watch. Katerina, our killer won't escape justice. Not on our watch. Hahaha, watch. Katerina, it's time to arrest the person who dared to murder Antonin Macaron. Aleja. Yeah, who would want to murder the mobster and write "die pig" on his body? Oh, it was Nancy. So, did you have a huge grudge against Macaron that you have to write "die pig" everywhere? What is this about? Roland, Nancy, I cannot believe you had the balls to murder the leader of the Parisian mob. What the hell are you talking about? I didn't murder anything, except possibly my career. There's no use lying, man. Not only did we find the oil paints you used to write "die pig" on Macaron's chest at a magazine article, but we also got the plastic bag you used to suffocate the man. For a radio host, you seem rather at a loss for words, Nancy. Alright, yes, I killed Macaron, but that pig deserved to die. Surely you didn't murder the fellow simply because he insulted you during his interview. Oh, believe me, that was only one injustice of many I have suffered at the hands of Macaron, ever since I was a teenager. Whoa. Wait, what? You need to explain further, Nancy. When I was 15, that scoundrel had a sordid affair with my mother, and then left her to deal with the consequences. When my father found out, he abandoned us, and my family ended up destitute and homeless. My mother asked Macaron for help, but he said he'd only do it in return for me becoming one of his pigeons and rats, and she one of his prostitutes. Of course, he refused to pander to the bastards' demands, and I never forgave him. Everything I've done in my life has been leading up to the moment I could get my revenge. And that moment came today, I suppose. Absolvent. As soon as he agreed to an interview, I knew I'd never get a better chance. Of course, Macaron didn't recognize me, Roland Nanti, as a little boy whose life he'd ruined. But he obviously knew about my marital issues, and his insults just intensified my desire to murder him. As you know, I followed Macaron back to his hotel room, but unlike what I told you, it was easy to get past the reception staff. I hadn't planned how I was going to kill Macaron, but when I saw all the BDSM paraphernalia in his room, I knew exactly what to do. The master was quite inebriated on sake, so it was easy to jump on him and cover his face with my plastic bag. He died in utter agony. Then I undressed him and handcuffed him to the bed like the pig he is, wrote a message on his chest, and left him to be found in such a humiliating manner. And now we found you, and you're going straight into custody, Mr. Nanti. Oh my god. Roland Nanti, you stand before the court accused of the murder of Antoine Macaron. How do you plead? Guilty, Your Honor, and proud to have rid the world of that rat-faced miscreant. I have to agree that Macaron was a particularly heinous individual, and one who evaded the law far too many times for my liking, but that in no way justifies his murder. Trust me, there would have been no other way to bring him down. Monsieur Nanti, since you show no remorse, the court has no choice but to sentence you to 16 years in prison. 16 years in prison is better than a lifetime of freedom with Macaron running amok. Oh dear. Well, Katrina, looks like Antoine Macaron's heartlessness finally came to bite him in the face. Roland Nanti's family was probably one of many he destroyed without a care. Can't say I'm surprised he wanted revenge. And I can't say I'm not happy Macaron is dead. Nor me, Hugo, Katarina. I just want to say sorry again for not being completely honest with you. Nadia, you know I can't stay mad at you for too long. But, if you really want to make up for it, you can pay for the drinks at tonight's apero. Allez, hop. Okay, now that we're done with Macaron seeing that he's dead, are we gonna turn our attention back to Lover? Alright, we gotta stop here, we gotta continue playing, we will always have Paris, number 3. So, thank you for watching, don't forget to leave a like to this video, and I'll see you again. Goodbye!